Okay, so we just started recording. So let me know if you've ever been to an in-person jewelry show. So 20 years ago, I had not. I had not been to a candle party, a basket party, a Mary Kay party, a pampered chef party, nothing. I'd never been to any of those things. And then I went to one and I was like, oh, well, this is kind of fun. Like somebody else is showing me how to look cute. My friends are here. There's snacks. And so I decided to join and I had no expectations, but I was quickly able to start paying off debt for our family. At first, it was just our Red Lobster money, but then it was too much money to spend at Red Lobster. So we paid off debt, and I was able to be a stay-at-home mom with my kids while they were little. My first husband passed away when I was 30. I'm remarried now, and life is great, but I was a single mom for a couple years, and I was able to just sell jewelry. I got to go do jewelry parties and eat brownies and take care of my kids. And it was amazing. So I'm very passionate about just the flexibility that you have with direct sales, with pretty much any direct sales company. I want to tell you some of the things that I think make Park Lane special because my former company closed during the pandemic and I thought I was done. I thought I would never do direct sales again. But then I found Park Lane and they had their best year ever in 2020, which is crazy, right? I mean, how many of us know a brand or a boutique or a restaurant that closed during the pandemic? Well, Park Lane is so good at being present and figuring out what the field needs. And they helped everyone pivot to this online platform. And you could do virtual shows. We have a ton of women on our team that say they will never go back to doing anything in person. And that's totally up to them. I love doing stuff in person, but I don't do nearly as much stuff in person as I used to. I do a ton of Facebook shows. I do a ton of trainings with my team here on Zoom. I'm barefoot right now. I mean, it's amazing the stuff that we can do in the virtual world. So if you've been looking for something that's flexible, that can fit into your lifestyle, put a B in the chat if you're busy. I mean, we're all busy. Jeremy's in her sweats. So yeah, that is just whoop whoop. It's so great because you can be in your comfy clothes and work this business from home. And we have really truly have proven that for the last 3+ years in this business that you can work it from home. But if you want to do in person, you can. If you just want to sell to your friends and family, you can. The nice thing about Park Lane, I'm just going to take away sticker shock or whatever you're scared of. You can get started in Park Lane for just $99 and normally get to pick out $500 worth of jewelry. And this week you actually get $600 worth of jewelry for $99. So I don't want you to sit here this whole time and think, okay, yeah, this all sounds great, but is she going to tell me it costs $2,000? I am not. My former company cost me $1,200 and I didn't even get to pick my jewelry. They just sent me what they thought I needed. And in Park Lane, you get to pick your jewelry. So if you're here and you're thinking that there's a big price tag, there is not. So I just want to take that out of your mind. But a little bit about the company. They've been around since 1955. Arthur and Shirley Levine started it when they were teenage newlyweds, which anybody on here have teenagers? I mean, seriously, I look at my boys. They're now almost 19 and 22, and I can't see either of them starting a direct sales business that would last for 68, 69 years. But that's what Arthur and Shirley did. And now their kids run it and their kids are in the home office on the design staff. It's just an amazing family owned company. And the owners only keep 2% for themselves. So when we talk about all the perks that they do for you, if you think, how can they do that? It's because they're not like most companies that keep 20 to 35%. You only keep 2%. So they have a lot more money to play with. And we all love money to play with, right? So that's what Park Lane has. And the jewelry, put a J in the chat if you've ever purchased jewelry with Park Lane. You'll see my necklace. This isn't even on the website yet. If I remember, I'll tell you how I got this in a minute. But we have amazing pieces. We have designer inspirations. We have dainty delicates. We have boho. The quality is amazing. It's all nickel-free, lead-free, cadmium-free, hypoallergenic, and it's all guaranteed with no exclusions. So if you're thinking, yeah, I've sold jewelry before, or I've watched my friends sell jewelry before, and that turned somebody green, or this was wrong, we really don't have that in Park Lane because the quality standard is so high. And if a customer ever does have a problem, they replace her jewelry for free in the first 4 months, even if her dog eats it. It's happened to me twice. And after that 4 months, it's $10 plus shipping, as long as it's still in the collection. And if it's no longer in the collection, they let her pick out something new if she purchased it within the last year. So I love telling people that our jewelry is guaranteed for at least a year. So the jewelry is amazing. And why this helps you is because people love to shop where they know they can find quality and where they know the company backs up the product. They also love to shop when somebody walks in and says, "Oh my gosh, I love your Cartier." And they're like, Park Lane. I have multiple customers who have told me stories of people who have mistaken their jewelry for Cartier, Coco Chanel, Von Cleef. I walked into White House Black Market one day and I was wearing some of our jewelry and she goes, "Oh my gosh, is that Von Cleef?" And it looks just like our Van Cleef, whatever you want to call it. And ours costs a fraction of that. So we have a ton of designer inspired pieces that appeal to a lot of women. The only downside to like our whole guarantee thing is it kind of spoils you to shopping anywhere else because you think, "Oh, I've worn these jeans for 8 months and now they have a hole in them. You won't replace them?" You're like, "Are you crazy?" But Park Lane would. So I love that. And my favorite part about Park Lane, and I think everyone on here, guests and stylists, would probably be the programs. And Park Lane is so good at spoiling three different types of people. We like to call it the trifecta. When you are with Park Lane, whether you're a customer, a hostess, or a stylist, they take very good care of you. But once you become a stylist, you can take part of all three of these perks that I'm about to explain. So for our customers, they always have a buy two, get four at half price sale. And our customers pay full price for the two least expensive items. Don't we all love that? And you get four more expensive items at half price. It's so good. And then every week we can bank on the fact that they're going to let our customers get a $200 item for 30 when they spend 90. This week it's actually extra good. It ends at midnight. Right now our customers, when they spend 60, can get a $200 item for 30 and a $100 item for free. I think Park Lane dialed up the heat because it was Easter weekend and they knew we needed something extra. They are so smart. Their marketing is just genius. So in my former company, I could earn trips. I could be a top retailer. I, here in Park Lane, in my first year, sold about double what I sold in my former company. And now I'm in my third year, and I think I sold 4 times what I sold in my first company. And doing most of that from my office. And it's because Park Lane's marketing is so, so good. And not only do they do those sales for our customers, they also have these things called style drops. I'm trying to think, am I wearing anything? They will do special items that'll be deeply discounted with a $40 purchase, or they do these things called deals of the day. This was one from a while back. That our customers could add this to their cart for $7 with any order on a specific day. And what I love about that is in my former company, and raise your hand or put a D in the chat if you've ever done any other direct sales company. I used to have to be creative and try to come up with a sale and say, if you purchase this, I'll give you this. If you do this, I'll give you this. But Park Lane does all of that for us. They're like, buy this today, we'll give you this. Shop this much, we'll give you this. Book a party, we'll give you this. And I don't have to buy all this extra junk to carry around with me, which is so nice. We also have a Sparkle Box program where our customers can subscribe to a deeply discounted box of jewelry every month. And when they get this, we get to go live and show combos to go with it. And it's just amazing marketing. So they're super smart with what they do for our customers. Plus, then our customers, you know, when they love the sale and they love the jewelry, what are they going to do? They're going to tell their friends. And that's where you get your hostesses from. So if they decide to host their own event, and remember the old days where like an event meant you invited everybody to your house, you cut up the cheese, you made the brownies, you bought the wine, and it was this whole production. An event with Park Lane can be a 30-minute live on Facebook that she invites her friends to, and she gets a bunch of free stuff. Our average hostess gets about $400 in free jewelry, plus she gets a $200 item for $30. She also gets 4 half-price items, and the amazing thing about our half-price items, now let me ask you, were any of you thinking, buy 2, get 4 at half price, so do I only make money on the full price items? Were you thinking that? because I was thinking that when I first heard this. And in Park Lane, the buy two, get four at half price, we make commission off of all of that. When your hostess uses her four half price items, you make commission off of that too. That was a huge pay raise for me and a lot of other women on this team. So our hostess gets four half price items. She gets at least one $200 item for 30, and her free credit is based off of how many total orders she gets, not how much her friends spend. So she's going to get $20 free for every order on her party. But when we get her to 10 orders, it's going to double to $40 per order, all the way back to the beginning. So she's going to get at least $400 free. My sister, who I took to Paris with me on the last Park Lane incentive trip, she wanted to break my record. And I was like, I don't know how much the dollar amount was, but it was like 20 some orders. She got 32 orders on her party and she got $1,280 in free jewelry. So there's no cap on how much free jewelry your hostesses can get, which is super, super fun. And hostesses who get a ton of free jewelry usually rebook with you. They tell their friends, they're like, you should have a party. Or sometimes they think, you made how much? Maybe I should do this, which brings me to the third type of person that Park Lane totally spoils. And that is us as consultants, or you who are considering being a consultant. So when you become a consultant with Park Lane, you always earn at least 30% commission. That's our baseline. If you have previous leadership experience in another direct sales company, you could interview for a direct appoint position and possibly come over earning 35, 40, 45%. We can actually earn up to 50% commission. And the nice thing about Park Lane's compensation plan is anytime you promote or come in at a level, you never go backwards. You don't have to requalify. You don't have to maintain. You will never lose your title. You will never lose your commission level. You also can do fundraisers for any nonprofits. If you want to help with cancer research or your church or your son's soccer team, Park Lane will let you open a shopping link for that nonprofit with their tax ID number. And instead of doing the customer sale and the hostess perks, it's just full price jewelry. You could sell $20, $30, $40 stuff all day long. And at the end of that, they're going to cut a check for 50% and give it to that nonprofit and still pay you commission out of the other 50%. So I love the fact that we can give back to our community and still earn income. And also, we have not one, but two luxury travel trips you can earn every single year. Does anybody on here love to travel? I'm not sure who else on here. I know Jeremy's on here. So Jeremy and I just got back from Paris with a bunch of other ladies from Team Sparkle. A number of us are going to Dublin, Ireland in the fall, and we're currently working on our trip to St. Thomas. And if you were to join right now, you might think, oh, I don't have time to earn the trip to St. Thomas. That's okay, because that contest ends at the end of May. You get a break for June. You would learn how to do the business in this time, and July 1st starts the next trip contest. So you would be, if travel is your love language, like it is mine, you would be able to figure things out and hit the ground running for that next trip contest. And the trips have just been amazing. When we went to Aruba, they rented out a private island that they ferried us over to, and we even got free massages on the beach. Never in my life have I had an experience like that before. They pay for our airfare. It truly is a free trip. So it's so much fun. So we talked about the funder. Oh, free jewelry. We have this amazing program called Rich Rewards, where you can earn anywhere from $250 to $1,150 in free jewelry every single month. We also have the fact that you can host your own parties as many times as you want. So if you're thinking, I don't have that many friends that will host parties, you can be the hostess. You can invite your friends to shop. And as you're collecting orders, every time you hit 10 orders, you turn in that party, you get $400 in free jewelry and you make commission. Imagine $400 in free jewelry, plus let's say it's $1,000 show. And even if you're a fashion director making 30%, you make $300 and $400 in free jewelry. If you're a area leader, you could make $400 and get $400 in free jewelry. And I just turned in 2 parties in the last 2 days that were both over $3,000 in net sales. And I earned 45% commission from those. It's so, so good. Plus the free jewelry. So man, they're just so smart about how they do it. So we already talked about how you make money. You earn at least 30%. You can work your way up to where you're earning 50%. Should you decide to build a team, you never go backwards and you get paid infinitely deep. on anyone you recruit and the people they recruit. So we don't have breakaways. You're not going to have people join and then like disappear. And we have lots of other cash programs. You can get cash bonuses at certain levels. You can get a Mercedes car plan. Valerie, who's on here, she's the most recent person from our team who just earned her way into the Mercedes car program. And when you earn the Mercedes, you can take $500 a month as a cash bonus, or you can go get a Mercedes and they'll pay you $700 a month. And you can put that towards your white Mercedes lease, or you can even purchase a Mercedes. Ray Ann, I don't know if she's on here right now, but she and I earned this like 3 years ago, and we were playing it safe for 3 years. We took the cash for 3 years. And in January, we both went ahead and got the car. So now we're both driving white Mercedes cars, which is funny because I upgraded from like a 2016 minivan that I pull my boat with to this Mercedes. And boy, it drives a little nicer. But cars are not my thing. It just turned out to be the best option for taxes and money. So I did it. So let's talk about your kits. We talked about you can get started for as little as $99. That gets you $500 worth of jewelry. When you join Park Lane, you also get a website for an entire year. You have no quotas. So you can join and do your launch party. And then if you don't do another party for 3 months, nobody's going to say, hey, why aren't you selling jewelry? It's your business. You get to do with it what you want. But if you want to make money, you can be sharing your link online. You can be posting selfies. You can invite people into your VIP group on Facebook, because when us leaders launch you, even if you're just planning on doing this as a fun little hobby, we make your Facebook group for you. Like we build it for you, we give it to you, and then that becomes your little style community where you can stay in touch with your friends, show videos, and get sales just regularly from that group. But it's also helpful if you have friends that will do parties for you. So $99 gets you $500 worth of jewelry. Say you're thinking, that's not enough jewelry. You could do our medium kit, which is our business kit, and it's $229, and you get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry. Or our boss kit is $439, and you get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry. The cool thing about Park Lane is if money is your obstacle, join for $99. And then after you make some money, you can place orders on a party in your own name, use the buy two, get four at half price sale, get a $200 item for 30, a $100 item for free, make your commission back on it, get hostess perks from it. Like you can build your kit as you go. You can earn our Rich Rewards Club and earn free jewelry. A lot of women on this team who are very successful started with the $99 kit. So don't let money be your obstacle. And if your obstacle is, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know how I would learn this, we teach you. We have videos that show you how to do everything from building a cart to setting up your link to creating a Facebook group to if you want to do in-person parties. We have videos where we show ourselves doing in-person parties. So we will help you do whatever you want to do in this business. You want to make an extra $200 a month? Easy peasy. You want to make an extra $2,000 a month? We'll help you do that. And our team has a graphic designer that we pay to make all those beautiful graphics for you. And all of our training is free. So when you join for $99 or $229 or $439, that's all you pay. And you don't pay anything again unless you want to buy extra stuff. But you don't have to pay anything again for an entire year. And in a year, when you're going, this is amazing, you'd pay $100 to renew your website. Or if you're like, meh, that really wasn't my thing, then you just don't renew your website and you're done. So it's that simple. And if this is something you're thinking you want to do, I would encourage you to reach out to your stylist. The extra $100 actually ends next Wednesday. So I love that I can say that. I don't have to be like, sign up by midnight. It's good through next Wednesday. Any one of those kits you choose, you'll get an extra $100 in free jewelry right now. What's so nice is a leader, it'll either be me or Rayanne or Jeremy or Linda. We will step in and we will help launch you. We will help train you. And everyone gets the same level of service on our team, no matter who you sign up under. And I love that about our team. So you want to make sure that you fill out our little guest survey. I just put the Google Doc link in the chat. That gets you into our drawing for the free necklace. The secret word today, we're just going to call it cash. You could be thinking of this as cash because you want to make a little extra cash, or you could be like me, Cash is my dog that had an allergic reaction last night and was bubbled up and we were at the vet and we've been dealing with stuff with our dog all day. But it's been easy because I work from home and I work for myself. And but anyways, that's our secret word for today. So put cash when you fill out that survey. And if you think you want to just give this a try, just message your stylist. She can send you the sign up instructions. It takes like 5 minutes and you get an entire week to pick out your jewelry. We can send you kit recommendations, our top sellers. We will help you with every step along the way. So if there's anything you're like, oh, I'm not sure about that, ask one of us because we know we've done this. We've had the problems. We've dealt with the questions and we want to help you be successful. I'm going to glance at, I think I covered everything. So I'm going to stop the recording real quick. And that way, if any of you that are here live want to ask questions, you can.